Did you know that while you peacefully sleep, believing your body is healing, your muscles could be vanishing without you even realizing it? This shocking reality affects millions of adults over 50 every single night. I'm Dr. Elena Carter, a physician with over 10 years of experience specializing in health and wellness for people over 50. Today, I'm going to reveal why a common food you probably have in your kitchen right now can stop and even reverse muscle loss while you sleep. I'll also share the critical timing mistake that 90% of people make, the 3 signs your body is consuming its own muscle tissue at night, and a simple evening routine that can add years to your independence. In the next 20 minutes, you'll discover exactly how to transform your nights from muscle destruction to muscle building. Picture this. You go to bed feeling fine, but your body begins breaking down your own muscle tissue to fuel overnight repair processes. This isn't science fiction. It's happening to 1 in 3 people over 60 right now. Research shows we lose between 1 to 2% of our muscle mass annually after age 50. But here's what will shock you. Most of this loss occurs precisely when we think our bodies are resting and recovering. Just 6 months ago, Patricia, a vibrant 64-year-old, came to my office in tears. She told me, "Doctor, last year I could carry my groceries without help. Now my 10-year-old grandson has to assist me. What's happening to me?" Patricia didn't realize that during each seemingly restorative night's sleep, her body was consuming her own muscle tissue as fuel. It was like having an invisible thief in her home, stealing her strength bit by bit, night after night. But here's the incredible news that transformed Patricia's life and can transform yours too. There's one specific food, probably sitting in your refrigerator at this moment, that can halt and even reverse this process. I'll reveal exactly what it is in just a few minutes, but first you need to understand precisely why your body betrays your muscles every single night. Over the next several minutes, you'll discover first why your body becomes your worst enemy when you go to sleep and how to identify if this is already happening to you. Second, what exactly is this nighttime food that can change everything, why it works better before bedtime than any other time of day, and how to prepare it for maximum effectiveness. Third, I'll give you the complete protocol that has already helped over 3,000 patients reclaim their strength and independence. Finally, the most common mistakes that 80% of people make that cancel out all the benefits. Let me be honest with you. What you're about to learn goes against everything you've probably been told about eating before bed, but the results speak for themselves. Patricia now carries her own groceries and has even started gardening again. But before I reveal the solution, you need to understand why your body turns against your muscles each night. What you're about to discover will surprise you as much as it surprised me when I first read this research. Let's start with the harsh reality. Sarcopenia isn't just getting older, it's a genuine medical condition affecting 1 in 3 people over 60. But here's what frustrates me most. It's completely preventable and reversible if you know what to do. Think of your muscle mass like a savings account. From birth until approximately age 30, we're making constant deposits. Our muscles grow, strengthen, and maintain themselves. But after 30, and especially after 50, we begin making more withdrawals than deposits. The numbers are alarming. We lose between 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade after 30, but after 50, this loss accelerates dramatically. And here's the part nobody tells you. Most of this loss doesn't occur when you're active during the day. It happens while you sleep. During my years of research, I discovered something that completely changed my perspective. The period between dinner and breakfast, those 10 to 12 hours we consider rest, is actually when our bodies make the most critical decisions about our muscles. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2023 revealed that during overnight fasting, an older adult's body can lose up to 40 grams of muscle protein. To put this in perspective, that's equivalent to losing a small piece of muscle every single night. Let me explain exactly what happens in your body when you go to bed. This is what I call the destructive nighttime cycle, and once you understand it, you'll never view sleep the same way again. Approximately 3 hours after your last meal, your body depletes the amino acid reserves available in your bloodstream. Amino acids are the building blocks of muscles, like bricks for a house. When they're depleted, your body faces a critical decision. Imagine you're a house builder and you run out of bricks in the middle of the night, but repair and maintenance work must continue. What do? Exactly what your body does. You start dismantling other parts of the house to get the bricks you need. During deep sleep, especially between 2 and 6 a.m., your body enters what we call a catabolic state. This means it begins breaking down muscle tissue to obtain the amino acids necessary for maintaining vital functions. It's like having a loan with interest that gets collected every night, and your body pays that interest with pieces of your muscles. Night after night, your muscle account empties without you realizing it. But here's what's fascinating. There exists a window of opportunity that most people completely ignore, a window that can transform these 8 hours of muscle destruction into 8 hours of construction and strengthening. I'll explain exactly what this window is in just a few minutes. But first, let me help you identify if this is already happening to you. Sarcopenia is treacherous because symptoms appear gradually, like water slowly seeping through a wall, until one day you realize you have a serious problem. The first symptoms to watch for are subtle. You get tired faster climbing stairs. You need more momentum to get out of bed. Do you feel like grocery bags weigh more than before? Or do you notice your pants fitting looser in the thighs but tighter at the waist? Now comes the part that really bothers me. Why hasn't anyone told you about this before? Why hasn't your doctor warned you about nighttime muscle loss? The answer will surprise you and probably annoy you as much as it annoyed me. First, traditional medicine focuses on treating diseases, not preventing quality of life decline. Sarcopenia won't kill you overnight like a heart attack, so it doesn't receive the attention it deserves. It's the medical equivalent of ignoring a roof leak until the entire house collapses. Second, there's what I call a conspiracy of silence in the food industry. Major companies have invested millions in making you believe that eating before bed is bad, that you'll gain weight, that it goes against all principles of healthy eating. Why? Because it's more profitable to sell you weight loss products and expensive supplements than to teach you how to prevent muscle loss with simple foods you already have at home. Think about it. How many times have you heard, "Don't eat after 6 p.m. or "breakfast is the most important meal of the day"? These mantras are repeated so often that we accept them as absolute truths. But have you ever wondered who benefits from you following this advice? The truth is that the food industry doesn't want you to know that the simplest and most effective solution for keeping your muscles strong lies in something as basic as what you eat before bed. But science doesn't lie, and what I'm about to show you next will change your perspective forever. Now let's get to the real science. I want you to understand exactly what's happening in your body during those hours of sleep. This isn't speculation or theory. It's pure science backed by decades of research. When you go to bed, your body doesn't shut down like a computer. On the contrary, it enters its most intensive work mode. During sleep, your body is performing cellular repairs, consolidating memories, releasing growth hormones, and here's the key, deciding which tissues to maintain and which to sacrifice. During the first 4 hours of sleep, your body primarily uses stored glycogen reserves to maintain its functions. But here comes the problem. After those 4 hours, especially if more than 6 hours have passed since your last meal, your body runs out of easy fuel. This is when it enters what scientists call a prolonged post-absorptive state. In simple terms, your body is operating in energy emergency mode, and in this mode, it has two options: use fat as fuel or use muscle. Here's the problem. Using fat as fuel is a slow and complicated process. Using muscle is quick and efficient. Guess which one your body chooses when it needs rapid energy to maintain vital functions? A revolutionary study published in Cell Metabolism in 2024 showed that during prolonged nighttime fasting, older adults' bodies can enter muscle catabolism up to 40% faster than younger adults. It's like an old machine that burns more fuel to do the same job. But here comes the revelation that changed everything in my medical practice. In 2022, Harvard University researchers discovered something extraordinary. There exists what we now call the nocturnal anabolic window. It turns out that between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., our bodies experience a natural peak in growth hormone and IGF-1 production. These are the hormones responsible for muscle construction and repair. It's like having a construction crew working on your house, but only during those specific hours. If you don't provide them with the right materials, amino acids, during that window, the crew goes home without doing anything, or worse, begins dismantling part of the house to get materials. A fascinating study from the Journal of Applied Physiology followed 120 older adults for 6 months. Half consumed protein before bed, the other half followed traditional eating patterns. The results were astonishing. The group that ate nighttime protein not only maintained their muscle mass, but increased it by an average of 2.3 kilograms. But that's not all. What really excited me was discovering that nighttime nutritional timing doesn't just prevent muscle loss. It can reverse years of deterioration in just months. And here's the part that fascinates me most. Not all proteins work equally during the night. There's one specific type of protein that's like life insurance for your muscles while you sleep. This specific nutrient can completely reverse the nighttime muscle loss process, and I'm going to reveal it to you right now. The time has come for the revelation. The food that can transform your nights from muscle destruction to construction and strengthening is called casein, and you probably already have it in your refrigerator. Casein is a protein found naturally in dairy products, especially in cheese and yogurt. But here's what makes it absolutely unique and perfect for nighttime. It's what scientists call a slow-release protein. Imagine you have two types of fuel for a fire: newspaper and wooden logs. The newspaper burns quickly and brightly, but is consumed in minutes. The logs burn slowly, providing constant heat for hours. Casein is like wooden logs for your muscles. When you consume other proteins like chicken or whey protein, they're absorbed quickly in 1 to 2 hours, causing a high spike of amino acids in blood that then disappears. But casein is different. It absorbs slowly over 6 to 8 hours, providing a constant supply of amino acids throughout the night. A pioneering study from Maastricht University followed participants throughout a complete night using isotope tracing techniques. They discovered that those who consumed casein before bed had 22% greater muscle protein synthesis throughout the night compared to those who ate nothing. But that's not all. Casein has a unique characteristic. When it reaches the stomach, it forms what we call a gastric gel. This gel acts like a natural extended-release capsule, dosing amino acids into your bloodstream exactly when your body needs them for nighttime muscle repair. It's like having an intravenous amino acid drip connected directly to your muscles all night long. While you sleep, your muscles are receiving a constant supply of the building blocks they need to repair and strengthen themselves. Now, the million-dollar question: where do you get this miraculous protein? The answer will excite you because these are common, accessible, and delicious foods. Cottage cheese is the most concentrated source of casein you can find. 1 cup of cottage cheese contains approximately 28 grams of pure casein. It's like having a premium protein supplement, but in the form of natural and tasty food. Greek yogurt contains approximately 15 to 20 grams of casein per serving. The key is choosing plain yogurt without added sugar. Sugar can interfere with casein's slow absorption and cause insulin spikes we don't want before bed. Here's my secret trick. Mix Greek yogurt with a tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds not only add fiber and omega-3s, but create a delicious pudding texture that makes the experience like eating a healthy dessert. For those who prefer something more traditional and comforting, a glass of warm milk with cinnamon is perfect. Milk contains approximately 80% casein and 20% whey, providing both slow and fast amino acid release. Cinnamon isn't just for flavor. It helps stabilize blood sugar levels during the night and has anti-inflammatory properties that can improve sleep quality. But here's the secret that few know. There's a specific way to prepare and combine these foods that triples their benefits. This special preparation is what I use with my most successful patients, and the results are extraordinary. After years of research and testing with over 3,000 patients, I've developed what I call the perfect formula for maximizing nighttime muscle construction. The exact amount is 25 grams of casein, depending on your body weight. If you weigh less than 70 kilograms, 25 grams is sufficient. If you weigh more than 80 kilograms, you need 30 to 40 grams. Optimal timing is between 1 to 2 hours before going to bed. Not immediately before, because you want initial digestion to finish before deep sleep, but not too early because you'd lose part of the nighttime release effect. Here's my secret. Add 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter. Almonds contain magnesium that improves sleep quality and healthy fats that make casein absorb even more slowly. If you use cottage cheese, mix it with a teaspoon of raw honey, no more, and a handful of chopped walnuts. If you prefer Greek yogurt, add chia seeds and a pinch of natural vanilla. Avoid adding acidic fruits like pineapple or strawberries. Acids can accelerate casein digestion, losing its slow release effect. Keep carbohydrates to a minimum. You want your body to use fat as fuel during the night and reserve all amino acids for muscle construction. Now let's take your nighttime protocol to the next level. I've discovered that certain foods, when combined with casein, create what I call nighttime nutritional synergy. It's like assembling a superhero team for your muscles. Walnuts aren't just a snack. They contain natural melatonin that improves sleep quality and magnesium that relaxes muscles and facilitates protein synthesis. But here's the secret. Walnuts also contain arginine, an amino acid that increases nitric oxide production during the night. Why is nitric oxide important? It improves blood flow to muscles, ensuring that casein amino acids reach exactly where they're needed. The perfect dose is 6 to 8 walnuts or 10 to 12 almonds. No more, because too many fats can slow casein digestion more than desired. This will sound controversial, but a small amount of raw honey, 1 teaspoon, can be your secret ally. Raw honey contains tryptophan, the precursor to serotonin and melatonin, improving sleep quality. More importantly, raw honey causes a slight increase in insulin, which is necessary for amino acids to enter muscle cells. Without insulin, you can have all the amino acids in the world in your blood, but they won't reach your muscles. The key is in the amount, just 1 teaspoon. More than this can cause sugar spikes that interfere with sleep and nighttime fat burning. Now, let me share my 5 favorite recipes that have transformed my patients' lives. These aren't just nutritious, they're absolutely delicious. Recipe 1, the champion's pudding. 1 cup cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, 6 chopped walnuts, 1 teaspoon raw honey, a pinch of cinnamon. Mix everything and let rest 10 minutes. The chia seeds absorb liquid and create an incredible pudding texture. Recipe 2, the perfect nighttime smoothie. 3/4 cup Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup milk, 1 tablespoon almond butter, half a ripe banana, a pinch of vanilla. Blend everything. It's like a healthy milkshake that works for you while you sleep. Recipe 3, the bodybuilder's secret. 1 cup cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon pure cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon natural peanut butter, 5 almonds, stevia to taste. Cocoa contains theobromine, a compound that binds adenosine receptors in the brain, improving deep sleep quality. But here's the secret ingredient that professional bodybuilders use that few know about. They add a pinch of sea salt. Why salt? Salt improves amino acid absorption and helps maintain electrolyte balance during the night, preventing cramps and improving protein synthesis. Recipe 4, the comforting classic. 1 glass warm milk, 1 teaspoon raw honey, half teaspoon cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg. Recipe 5, for diabetics, no added sugar, 3/4 cup plain Greek yogurt, 10 chopped almonds, 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed, natural vanilla extract, stevia to taste. Nighttime casein is powerful, but its effectiveness multiplies when you combine it with these lifestyle factors. You don't need to go to the gym. 15 minutes of light resistance exercise 3 times per week can increase casein response by up to 40%. The best exercises are squats using just a chair for 10 to 15 repetitions, wall push-ups for 10 to 20 repetitions, calf raises while washing dishes, and resistance band exercises. Do these exercises in the morning or afternoon, never before bed. Nighttime exercise can interfere with sleep and reduce casein effectiveness. A 2024 study demonstrated that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night have 50% less protein synthesis, even with adequate casein consumption. It's like having the best construction materials, but no workers to use them. Tips for better sleep. Cool temperature 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, completely dark room, no screens 1 hour before bed, and consistent relaxation routine. Stay well hydrated during the day, but reduce liquids 2 hours before bed to avoid nighttime interruptions. Dehydration reduces protein synthesis by up to 20%. Exception, you can take your casein preparation with the minimum amount of liquid necessary. Now come the most common mistakes I see over and over. Avoid these errors and your results will accelerate dramatically. Error 1, excess sugar. Adding sweet fruits, excessive honey, or artificial sweeteners can cause insulin spikes that interfere with nighttime fat burning and sleep quality. Error 2, excessive portions. More isn't better. Consuming more than 40 grams of protein at once saturates amino acid receptors and excess converts to glucose, losing the muscle-building effect. Error 3, incorrect timing. Eating immediately before bed can cause reflux and heavy digestion. Too early, more than 3 hours before, reduces the nighttime effect. Error 4, the deadly combination. There's a specific combination that 80% of people make that not only cancels all casein benefits, but can worsen nighttime muscle loss. This error is so common that even some nutritionists recommend it without knowing the damage it causes. The deadly combination is consuming casein with high amounts of simple carbohydrates or caffeine late at night. This creates metabolic chaos that prevents your body from utilizing amino acids properly. If this information has opened your eyes to the reality of nighttime muscle loss, imagine what other secrets about healthy aging you're missing. You've just learned how to feed your muscles during the night, but what about during the day? Which specific exercises can multiply casein benefits? How can you accelerate your muscle recovery using just 15 minutes daily? The truth is, muscle loss is a silent epidemic, but the solution is simple when you have the correct information. Your independence, your strength, your quality of life, they don't have to decline with age. You now have the knowledge to take control. Start tonight with one of the recipes I shared. Choose the one that appeals to you most and make it part of your evening routine. Remember Patricia, who couldn't carry her groceries 6 months ago? She now carries them easily and has started a small vegetable garden. The difference wasn't a miracle drug or expensive treatment. It was understanding how to work with her body's natural processes instead of against them. You have that same opportunity right now. If you found this information valuable, if you believe it could help someone you know, a parent, grandparent, friend, or loved one, please share this video. Like it if it opened your eyes to something new. Leave a comment telling me which recipe you're going to try first, or share your own experience with muscle loss as you've aged. Subscribe to this channel because every week I share scientifically backed strategies for aging with strength, vitality, and independence. Your future self will thank you for the knowledge you're gaining today. Until next time, sweet dreams and strong muscles.